Solve the system by graphing. Our first equation, y is equal to negative 5x. We're going to label that as line 1, so L sub 1. And then our second equation, we have 5x plus y is equal to 9. We're going to label that as L sub 2, our second line. So we're going to graph both equations on one coordinate grid to see if the lines intersect. Okay, if they intersect, fine. If they do not, that's fine. We'll look at the type of solutions or systems that are there. Remember, we have three types of systems. Consistent, you have one solution. Those are intersecting lines. You have an inconsistent solution, or inconsistent system where you have no solutions. Those would be parallel lines. And then you have a dependent system. You have infinite number of solutions, and that will be an identical line. So first, let's get the equations, both equations in slope-intercept form. Well, the first equation is in slope-intercept form, so all we have to do is find the slope. That's negative 5, and we would say negative 5 over 1 because we want to rise and run. And then our y-intercept. We don't have a y-intercept, but it's an understood 0, 0. Your second line, L sub 2, we have 5x plus y is equal to 9. Let's solve for y by subtracting 5x to both sides. We have y is equal to negative 5x plus 9. Our slope, negative 5, and here again we're going to say negative 5 over 1, but our y-intercept is 0, 9. So we're going to plot both those lines on one coordinate grid, both of those equations on one coordinate grid. Okay, so the first equation, let's color code again, and we'll use the orange and green. So first line, you had a slope of 0, we have a slope of negative 5 over 1, but we have a y-intercept of 0, 0. We're going to go, our slope is negative 5 over 1, so we're going to go down 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we're going to run over 1. Let's connect the points. Okay, so that's our first line, L sub 1. Our second line, we're going to color code that, and we'll shade that or make that line green. And we have a y-intercept of 0, 9, so we're going to find 0, 9 on the y-axis. And we're going to go down 5 spaces because the slope, the slope, the rise is negative 5, the run is positive 1, so we're going to count down 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and run over 1. Here's our second point. So let's connect those dots. We'll label the orange line as L sub 2. That's our second equation. Now, look at the lines. We have parallel lines. Parallel lines, they do not intersect, okay? As we can tell. This is what we would call an inconsistent system. And what type of solution we would have? No solution. There we go. There is no answer because they are not touching, so no solution.